In this tutorial we will show you guys how to turn any flip cell phone into a hair straightener in a few simple steps. All you need is a cell phone, some aluminum foil, and pennies. I'm using 4. Now let's get started on step 2. For this step you're going to need a screwdriver or a chisel or a hammer or something, and you're going to need to remove the plastic cover here, the insides of it, and this whole piece of rubber or whatever it is, all the number pad thing, and we'll show you what that should look like when you're done. As you can see, we went and removed the dial pad and left all of this here. Don't remove any of this, you need this. And we removed all the plastic, and there's a bunch of other stuff in here too, like metal and I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, let's move on to the next step. Alright, so now what you need to do is you need to take your 4 pennies and place them inside of your phone. Right in here in this area where the screen used to be. Now the reason you're doing this is because normally your phone, to get the image on the screen, sends pixels and light up from down here and through here, and what we're doing is we're taking that light and we're going to turn it into heat. So it's going to be heating up these pennies in here. These pennies are going to be conducting the heat onto you for your hair. So now let's move on to the next step. Alright, now for this part down here for the dial pad, normally they light up, which also uses energy that can create heat. So what we're going to do is cover this with aluminum foil so that it can be transferred onto the aluminum foil for heat, and we're going to cover these pennies so that they transfer their heat to the aluminum foil as well. So go ahead and do that, and just wrap the aluminum foil around it so it's encasing the whole area. And make sure it's really flat, because it needs to be flat for it to straighten your hair nicely. And you don't have to wrap the tinfoil around it, you can just tape it on top of that, it'll still work the same. We're just making this a little easier on ourselves. Alright, and when you're done, it should look like that. Alright, now to use this thing, all you do is turn it on like you normally do, except now it's not going to work as a phone anymore because you sort of took out the screen and all that, but it is a hair straightener. So now, your normal volume controls are your heat controls, and that's about it. And make sure you don't use your battery because it doesn't have enough power to power this whole thing up. It can't handle that, so use your phone charger. So now you can use it as a hair straightener.